everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, M Sakura, and guess what today is? It is the start of Rocktober. If you guys are new to this channel, every year we do Rocktober and we do Halloween themed videos or spooky themed videos. I thought it would be good for us to start off Rocktober with a little video on starting drag during the Halloween season. Maybe some products that you can buy if you're a baby drag queen or you're looking to start drag this Halloween. Cash and I were just talking. Halloween is the #1 time that people start drag. More than Pride, more than Mother's Day. I don't know, what else do people start drag on? But like, Halloween is when everybody starts doing drag. If you guys are one of those baby queens, if you're looking for a time to start doing drag, this is the video for you. Especially if you don't have any makeup. We're gonna be giving you great suggestions today that are gonna be cheap, that you can get from Amazon because you have no friends and you can't go to a Sephora in person because the person there is gonna be like, so what do you wanna buy? And you're gonna be like, makeup. So just buy it off of Amazon because it's gonna save you a lot of time and money, because a foundation from Sephora that is $50 and it doesn't match your skin tone is wild. Okay, so before we get into the video, please make sure to like this video, of course, if you like Halloween. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content just like this, especially if you're a baby drag queen. And ring the bell for notifications so you get notified every time we upload a video. Last but not least, comment down below, are you going to do drag this Halloween? And what is gonna be your new drag name? We put it into ChatGPT and it says Halloween drag names. Pumpkinella Sparkle. Okay, before we get started, I'm gonna have a little drinkity. You can get these little cups of just plastic ice from the corner store in Korea and Japan. And you just buy them with one of these concentrates and you pour it in. This one is blue lemonade. It's very blue.
Looks insane.
But it's the cutest tone of blue. It's really good. You wanna try it?
Yes.
It tastes like an Otter Pop. Okay, now that I got my drink on, welcome to the world of drag. For those of you guys who have never bought drag makeup before, it can be very daunting. It's hard to understand what you need to buy when you first start out. This is going to be kind of like your tutorial into the first steps of like starting your drag repertoire. Cash has made an Amazon storefront with all of the essentials that we're gonna be mentioning in this video right now. I guess with that, let's go ahead and get into the list and talk about the things that you might need and how it's gonna be applicable to you during this Halloween season. So the way that we've broken things down in this video is we're gonna be organizing everything based on the steps in which we do our drag makeup and the products that are gonna go along with them. So the first thing that you're gonna get started with when you do your face is prep. Prep. If you have never done drag, protect your beautiful skin that has never touched makeup. You're gonna want to prep your skin and make sure there's a good barrier between you and the makeup, because for some of you guys that don't know how to rinse your faces yet, you might have that makeup in your pores for another 6 months. So the first thing that you're gonna want is Elmer's glue. I used like the liquid Elmer's glue, which was not the thing. Purple disappearing glue stick, easy peasy. We have tutorials on how to glue down your eyebrows here on this channel, but this purple disappearing Elmer's glue stick is gonna be perfect for you. It's cheap. If you get it during back to school season, even cheaper for you too. Our next item that we have is the COSRX Snail Mucin Serum. Okay, Cash and I both use this. It's like a snail mucus serum that's really good for after cleansing, after your toner. It really helps with your skin complexion. Basically, a snail excreted all this goo. It's in this container. You squirt it on your face and you look pretty.
Someone asked me if that was vegan.
No, it's not vegan, because then honey would be, right? Because it's coming out of the snail hole. So if you're vegan, then wash your face with ketchup. I don't know, I was trying to think of something vegan. The next thing that you're gonna want is a primer. So if you don't know what a primer is, it's gonna protect your face from your makeup. And it will keep your makeup on your face and off of your costumes, your clothes, your loved ones, and your loved ones' white outfits. So this one right here is gonna be a dupe to the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which is the one that I use on my face. This e.l.f. Power Grip Primer is a good dupe for it. It's really cheap, and you can use as much of it as you need to. So if you get the e.l.f. Pore Filler Primer, it is perfect to kind of like make your face a little bit more smooth, give your face a more even canvas. So one, it'll fill your pores so that it doesn't get filled with makeup, and two, your finished appearance will be less textured. I don't have to use this next product. Sue me. Look, if you don't want to cover up your beard, be Jackie for Halloween. LA Girl Concealer in Orange. This one is good to apply after your primer, put over your beard. It'll help disguise the tones of the blue in your face. When you go in with foundation later, it won't show through. Concealer, set, then foundation. Speaking of, our next step is gonna be foundation. Now, foundation sucks. I have looked like a terracotta warrior from the Qin dynasty. If you guys are just starting out, better to get a cheap foundation if it doesn't match your face entirely, so you can get a different one later that will match your skin better. But it's good to experiment with cheaper foundations, but they're still gonna be good for you. The first thing that we have here is Dermablend Leg and Body Foundation. Cash and I both use this. Basically, it's a tattoo cover-up for your legs and the rest of your body. It's a waterproof liquid foundation that has good coverage. It breathes really well. The price point is a little bit higher than some of the other stuff on this list, but it is very versatile. You can use more, you can use less, depending on what you need coverage-wise. If you really are feeling bold and you can walk outside of the house, you can go to Ulta and they will color match you for Dermablend. Really? Shout out to Ulta, thank you. Will Sephora do that for me?
I don't think they have Dermablend.
You're right, they have like Kat Von D. So the next step in foundation is you're gonna wanna put highlights and different contours onto your face. The main thing that I suggest is if you're gonna be using a liquid foundation like Dermablend, use a liquid concealer just like this product. It is KimChi Chic, the most concealer in white. You can get it in white, you can get it in like a light peach color, which is what I use. But if you use the white, basically what it is you can put it on your highlights and diffuse it out as much as you want. A white concealer is gonna be really versatile for you in whatever makeup that you use. White concealer and white powder are really versatile in all makeup. But this concealer specifically, it has great coverage and it blends really, really well. A little goes a long way. The first time they gave it to us for PR, I'd never used liquid concealer before, and I put like half of the container on my face, and when I blended it out, it went all over the face. And KimChi's products are very pigmented. Our next product that we have is the CC Beauty Multi-Purpose Creme Palette. It's a dupe of the Makeup Forever Cream Palette. When I was first starting drag, that palette was over $100. This palette is not over $100, it's $15. So essentially what it is it's a palette of grease paint that you can set with powder later. It can also, you can mix it in with your foundation. You can have different colored skin. There's like some reds in there and pinks. You can use them as blush. It's very, very versatile. The ones that I have bought, I'm sure the ones you've bought, anyone else out there watching that has bought this before, they still got it. 8 years. And I still have it. And I still use it. If I'm doing like one of these makeup tutorials and I really don't have a color, I'll just mix it in. And it's still good, which I don't know if that's good. Drag staple, there's a lot of drag queens on Drag Race that use this. This is my personal suggestion for powder. This is the Coty Airspun powder. It's really cheap. It's only about like $10 for a big container. And for those of you guys that have never started doing drag, powder is important because it helps set your makeup. Like all of the wet stuff, that's wet, right? Powder sets it and it doesn't go anywhere. You're gonna want a lot of powder when you are blocking down your eyebrows and when you're powdering your foundation. So I would suggest something that's cheaper, something that you can have more of, and something that won't give you clown lung. I don't know if this will give you clown lung. You will smell like a grandma though. I would say that you don't necessarily need highlighter if you're just starting out in drag. Some people love highlighter. Highlighter that we have here is the Wet n Wild highlighter. This is an Ofra dupe, which if you guys follow like Nikki tutorials and stuff like that, she has her own brand. And I think this is like the brand before she had her actual brand. It's really cheap. This highlighter though is very pigmented. I was using this one on Drag Race. And for this one, you can literally just use your finger and apply it where you need it. Okay, and last but not least for your foundation is, this is important. This is very important to you. Get these Real Technique sponges. Makeup sponges are gonna be so much cheaper than getting a Beauty Blender brand sponge. Beauty Blender sponges are 20 bucks each. It's so cheap. And the thing is, it's literally the same thing. Those people that can swear the difference between the two, those are like really advanced people. Those are people who have the most delicate paper skin ever. Next up, ooh, I love this step. Okay, next up is eyes. Eyes are really important for doing drag the first time because that's probably the only thing you can do. And it's also the most place you can have fun. So definitely for this one, I advise you before you get any of these products, have fun. Don't be afraid of color. There are a lot of girls that get into it and they only get the nude palettes. Play with color because having bold color in your makeup is gonna be so fun. The first thing that we have is going to be a dupe of like one of those palettes that has lots and lots of colors, but they're very expensive. This is gonna be the NYX Ultimate Shadow Brights palette. And so this is about $20. Basically all the colors that you need in the rainbow. So if you use this in conjunction with the CC Grease Paint palette, your colors will really pop well. Both of these products, you can essentially do any combination of color that you could ever want or need. Also too, NYX shadows are relatively good. They have great color payoff, they blend really well, and you can get NYX from the corner store if you don't want to go on Amazon. You know what? NYX is really dominating this eye list. And a lot of these products I do actually use. So the first thing is going to be the NYX gel liner. Well, there's two NYX gel liners that I'm gonna suggest to you, okay? The NYX Epic Wear in white. And if you guys have seen my makeup tutorials, I use NYX Epic white so much. Like sometimes if I'm doing really small makeup, I'll put it in the inner corner just to add a little bit of pop of white. I'll put it on the tops of my cheeks to add a little bit of highlight. Now there's two things about this product. One, it's opaque. And two, it will not come off. Our other NYX liner product is gonna be the NYX, oh god, see? They sound so similar. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner in black. But this liner is really good for doing fine lines. It's more for me like to get the exact lines that I want, the shape of my eyeliner, if I'm doing bottom lashes or just like really thin black lines. This is the perfect liner. This liner is going to be good if you do small liner, especially because when you do drag for the first time, you either go really big or really small. And if you go really small, then this is the one that you're gonna wanna use. If you're new and you don't have any makeup brushes, what I did when I first started was I went to my boyfriend's mom and I was like, do you have any makeup brushes I can use? And she had one brush. And you know what? I still use that brush to this day. Real Techniques Eye Essentials Kit. And so we're looking at a couple of the brush sets that they have on Amazon. A lot of them are really good. If you go with, if you get like a set from Morphe, it's a little bit more expensive. If you go get them from e.l.f., that's what I started out with. They're also cheap and they're pretty good. But this one right here is pretty versatile. It has a big brush, it has a eyeshadow brush, it has a blending brush, and it also has a little bit of a spoolie comb for you to do your eyebrows when you're like combing it. So, but this kit has pretty much everything that you need. Like you don't need too many brushes. If people say that you need the 30 brush set, they're wrong. You can do anything with anything. And the last thing that you need for your eyes is going to be Weave Bond glue. If you get the Duo eyelash glue, that shit will stay wet for so long. Now, there's a debate on Twitter whether or not you should be using them on your eyes. Look, you're gonna die earlier if you do drag. That's just a fact. So you may as well look pretty with eyelashes. When I put on my eyelashes, it's like right here. It's like not on my eye. The reason why I'm suggesting this is 1, it'll dry really fast. 2, you can get it in black, which means that it will blend in with your eyeliner. And 3, it's really cheap for a lot more. It's gonna stick so much better than Duo. I hated Duo so much. You don't know how many times I've like put Duo on a lash and then I'm like, no, it's wet. No, it's wet. Now I'm covered in eyelash glue. Put it down. Okay, let it dry. I forget about it. Come back, it's already dry. I can't put it on. I gotta put another layer. Okay, next is lips. I don't know what I'm talking about when I do lips. You know why? Because I use eyeshadow when I do my lips. But there are some lip products that you can use. They're gonna be cheap, they're gonna have good color payoff, they're gonna have a good array of color selections, and they're gonna be matte, which means if you have matte lips, they're not gonna transfer onto anything else, they're gonna be nice and dry. This NYX Lip Lingerie Matte Liquid Lipstick, that's a mouthful, is really affordable. There's lots of different colors, so you can try out lots of different shades. There's only 2 more steps left in this whole drag process video. We're not gonna tell you where to get wigs or anything like that because wigs are a whole nother game. But there are some finishing touches that will help with your whole drag look. I'm gonna say Got2b hairspray and NYX setting spray. These 2 things are gonna be important to you. The hairspray is gonna be great for gluing down your lace or putting it in your hair, but technically it's omni-purpose and you can use a Got2b hairspray away from your face, spray it, and you can use it as a setting spray. You can. Every drag queen has done this before. It feels like you've been hazed and maced, but it works. It will keep you sweat-proof. It'll make sure that things don't transfer onto your outfits. It'll pretty much be waterproof until you take everything off. But if you don't want to put that on your face, you can use this NYX Matte Setting Spray. This is the one that I use. You can also use Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray, but this one is the much cheaper version of that. And it dries really fast. It's really small. You can put it in your purse. It's travel safe. Another thing I would suggest is glitter. If you look up Korean glitter gel, like aloe vera gel mixed with glitter, they're usually very omni-purpose. You can like put them on your cheeks, you can put them on your eyes, very easy peasy. And I think I've gotten one for $10. That's all the makeup. But now comes the real horror aspect of Halloween. It's not gonna be pretty for those of you that just start. We're gonna take off our makeup. Okay, these are tried and true. Every drag queen uses them. Actually, most people who use makeup probably use these. If you go to the drugstore, you've probably seen these. These are Neutrogena wipes. They're in this like little blue container. It's like a very satisfying, cool blue container. And they're just makeup wipes. Now, just because it's called a makeup wipe doesn't mean you go like this. Don't do that. This next product is actually gonna be great for you. So if you get the Juno & Co, this is like a facial balm. I highly recommend. I used to use coconut oil, but coconut oil is not water soluble because it's oil. So this is water soluble, which means it will wash off with water. And for those of you guys just starting, this was a godsend for everyone that did drag makeup. It's a balm that you can put on your face, get all of your makeup off, just let it sit for a bit, rub it in, and then take a warm microfiber cloth and wipe everything off with water, rinse it, wipe again, and you should be all good to go. Use your normal cleanser and everything. Or if you have any more residual, you can use the Neutrogena makeup wipes. And with that, I think we're done with our whole entire list. Okay, so this Halloween, make sure that you guys are safe. Go to parties with your friends. If you're gonna go in drag, make sure that you are in well-lit areas because drag queens need the light, mama. Also too, if you're gonna be doing drag this Halloween, drag your friends and do it with your friends because it's so much more fun with your friends. Take pictures! If you do follow this, take pictures for me and Cash. Please take pictures. Please take pictures. I would love to see. Oh my God, they're my favorite. Halloween drag pictures will haunt you forever. So this has been our first video for Rocktober. I know it's not October technically yet, but we are getting prepared for the Halloween season. For those of you guys that are just trying everything out, good luck. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a great Halloween season. You're gonna be spooky, or you're gonna be glamorous. You're gonna be what? Operation Glamour. What's the other one? Pumpkinella. I just wanted to say a very special thanks to all of my patrons on Patreon. You guys, happy Halloween! But also, you guys make this season extra spooky, extra dooky. Thank you so much to all of my amazing patrons on Patreon. If you want to support this channel, help me get ooky, help me get spooky, help me get dooky, and Dragula ready? There's a link in the description below. Supporting us is like giving Halloween candy to a child that's starving and can only eat candy. So consider it. There's a link to everything down below if you have any questions or you have any more suggestions. If you guys are more affluent with drag and Amazon and ordering online, you can always leave a comment down below. Help our baby brothers and sisters learn drag. With that, I guess I really don't have anything else to say besides happy Halloween and talk to you later.